Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPa here again, and today I want to talk about the Call to Arms event which just dropped and definitely has some pros and cons. It is a good way to get ahead of things before we get to Destiny 2 Renegades, the upcoming DLC dropping in December, but there are some issues with it that I want to address as well. So first and foremost, the event itself is replaying Portal content. So that's going to be something a lot of people are not entirely thrilled by. There's no new activity or anything like that. I expected this, especially after we did get change to the formula with Festival of the Lost. But just keep in mind, if you're not wanting to play the same content we've already played, it's really probably not going to be enjoyable for you. And if you're not having fun while grinding, then obviously the whole thing is going to feel tedious. It also has some issues with the scoring because essentially you are rewarded for getting high performance scores in these selected activities, and in doing so you would think that it would just be based on performance, but instead it is very reliant on your overall gear score. So if you're already over 500, you have a much higher chance of getting really good scores, thus kind of defeating the purpose of grinding if you don't have 500 plus gear. That being said, the gear that you get that is dropping from the Call to Arms event is very good. I've been consistently getting tier 5. I think somebody posted, I don't know if it was a meme or a joke, that there was tier 6 gear available, which would be absolutely insane. I don't know how they could add to the gear. But what I do know is that even though when I do regular Portal activities, I sometimes get tier 5 gear because I'm not 500 yet. I will get it pretty much every time I run one of the Call to Arms activities. And so because of that, it is going to be a good catch-up mechanic in order to get the max tier gear heading into Renegades. We also got a major update with a lot of the changes coming, so I also want to make a separate video on that and give my entire thoughts, but I do think that changes up the reasons to farm as well. So if you're excited about Renegades, if you're excited about the changes that are coming with Renegades, again, now is a good time. But there's some other issues to also remember as well. First off, you're going to want to try to get a score in every single one of the activities, including PvP, in order to maximize your rewards. That's not going to be for everyone. It also has you on the highest level of content that you can take on at that particular time. Like I'm over 400, so all of my activities are Grandmaster, thus making it somewhat difficult. Like the coil activity gives you one revive right in the very beginning, and a lot of people have forgotten how to play that. Same thing with the exotic mission heliostat. A lot of folks don't remember how to do that, and they're just burning through revives really quickly, and it is match made, so I think that's a good thing, but having limited revives leads to a lot of players just absolutely nuking those early on, and the team ending up wiping, and you're just wasting your time. So I think that is a big issue that needs to be fixed. The daily challenges as well, you almost are not encouraged to do those in the activities that are the featured ones for Call to Arms. And why I say that is oftentimes they're going to be something like get kills with special weapons bonus if you use the shotgun that's associated with Call to Arms, or you use the sword associated with Call to Arms, or heavy ammo, something like that. And where that is a problem is in the fact that oftentimes those weapons, if you don't have a tier 5, a good one, or a good build around those weapons, they're not going to perform as well. And it's just so much easier to go into like a lesser activity and just farm kills with those weapons and not have to worry about taking it into those activities. So I wish there was like bonus progress within the actual Call to Arms activities or something like that. And so overall, I feel like this event, which I thought was a W, especially because you have a head start heading into Renegades. You're essentially prepping with these items that you get that will essentially allow you to have a bunch of Renegades weapons right away as soon as that update drops. They're called Lawless Vouchers. And so because of that, I do feel like it was a smart move with this event. The problem is it's similar to a lot of other events. I thought Festival of Lost was good overall and had a lot of promises, but a lot of things that went right. But the past events before that, I thought, were a little bit underwhelming and had some issues that ultimately get fixed by the end of the event. Like, I think this event, Call to Arms, is going to get adjusted, so maybe wait on farming until later in the week or even next week. It is only a 2-week event, so if you only have the time now to do so, it's probably going to be in your best bet to just farm as much as you can. But if you can wait until next week, I have a feeling some of the scoring parameters are going to be adjusted. Some of the revived tokens or some of that stuff might be adjusted as well. And because of that, it is going to feel much different once that all changes. And I don't know that for sure. It's just speculation on my part based upon how they've done events in the past and often made changes based on community feedback. It just feels weird that a lot of times when they implement these seasonal events or even just the events in general, there are issues that seem relatively obvious as an outsider. I don't always know like what the goals are with the development, and I'm not here to bash the developers in general or anything like that. I just wonder why there are things that arrive in these events that clearly miss the mark and should have been relatively obvious based upon just anyone playing the game for any amount of time. You can see that this is not going to be favorable for the majority of the community. So I do think that's an issue that I hope they address with future events. For this one specifically, again, I think it's worth farming right now just to get the high tier gear. You're also leveling up. Like if you're going to try to hit 500 for whatever reason, you can level up. You can go from 400 to 500 much quicker with this event as well, because it does seem like the power bonuses of these items on that you get at the end of the activities is a higher level than what I was getting previously. So if you want to do that, now is the time. If you want to prep for Renegades, now is the time. Again, if you're not really feeling Destiny, understandable. I'm really excited about Renegades, so that's why I'm going to put some time in, see how it feels. But I understand those who might not be as interested. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video as always. And also let me know, will you be jumping into Call to Arms? Are you playing the game at all right now? Or are you waiting to see some major changes? I know after the release of information that Sony is not super thrilled with the direction of Destiny 2. They've devalued the company, Bungie overall. I think there's a lot of worry within the community, but I don't know if that's anything that's going to be affecting the game long term at this point, unless we see maybe a Destiny 3. So we'll see. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video as always. Comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.